Welcome to my club. Today I'll explain you everything about it, how it was made, how it's working. So definitely stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome. It's about time. Part number 2 about the club that I built with Andy together. He's here to help me do this tour, the nerdy tour. He's the right person for nerdy stuff. Andy, the gear guy. He also helped with all of the lights and like programming it. If you're interested in how we build it, check out the other video. It's linked down below in the description. And I'll give you the camera and we'll get started. So this room right here is actually an office. We transformed it entirely to a club. And the technical stuff started with like the LEDs. I already had some experience because we did the same in the A studio upstairs. So right here in the ceiling, you have a DMX controller. Those are fairly expensive, 8 channels. And those LEDs have 4 channels, RGB and white, the white separate. And we have the power bricks also up there on the ceiling. It looks really nasty, I know, but it definitely works. And when the lights are down, because usually it's a lot darker in here, you can't really see it. And it looks actually really cool that there is no light right above the DJ. Then of course the ceiling, the cloud, other video explains how it's done. Those LEDs are like single, 7 of them. They're going around on the ceiling. And the 8 channel goes into these balloons. And then all of this is mirrored in the back part of the club. Ceiling, again, 7 channels. The balloons is another channel. So all of this can be controlled separately. Simultaneously, everything is possible. Andy had these tubes right here. Those are single LED tubes, so you can control every single one. How many? 120?
Yeah, there are
tube?
120 LEDs per.
Yeah. So we can control all of the 120. Same here, same on this side. Really nice. They can flash pretty bright, and you can make them like gradients, going like a red dot here, moving up and down. It's really interesting. Then of course the DJ setup, we got here a full Denon setup. The entire Denon setup has the advantage that we can connect it to a router and then transfer the BPM and the name of the song, the key and everything to the computer. Everything is connected to the computer. The DMX thing, I should maybe show that. That's like a nice...
Yeah, let's go there.
Behind here, that's the messy part, but it's right here. This little controller, basically all of the lights, the DMX goes into that little controller. I'll link all of the stuff down below if you're interested. And then it's transferred over the router Wi-Fi into the computer. So there's one less cable and it actually works. This thing never failed us. Some other things, yes, failed us, but more on that later. The speakers, very important, the sound. These speakers are huge. We got 18-inch sub, 2 tops, with like 12-inch and horns, go really loud. When you turn up the bass really heavy, everything shakes. They're by LD and are fairly inexpensive for the sheer power you actually get. I'll link also those down below if you're interested. Go check them out. Maybe one detail that is really cool and interesting. So basically you got like channel 1 and channel 2 ins with separate gains, and you can like line mic, level, twist. So you can actually like put a keyboard in here, a mic in here, and use this for like a mobile, I don't know, like a keyboard player and a singer-songwriter. It might be perfect for a wedding or like making music on the streets, I don't know. And they're actually built like tanks. Like the build quality is like really good. Then we got the airplanes. By the way, when we did the party, a lot of people were standing here and shooting it right in my face. It was kind of funny. I think we should go over to the computer part, like the programming.
Okay. So
DMX, everything into the Wi-Fi thing, and then into the computer. We got an Akai RPC40 just to control some stuff. All of the light channels. So for example, channel 1 is the screen. Oh, we actually didn't talk about the screen. Maybe show really quick. There's like a projector projecting with a short throw projector onto this big screen. So the heart of the entire setup is Resolume Arena, a really good program for doing this light visual kind of stuff. If you go to Output Advanced, I can show you a little how it basically works. So we got different screens. Screen 3, I don't know why it's named 3, but that's the projector, and it outputs the entire thing. Then we got, for example, the LEDs 1 to 64, the DMX channels, and every LED has like a corresponding block, and whatever is within that block as a visual is then outputted as light. It calculates like the average of it. Right now we're just having like yellow, so it's just putting out yellow, but let me maybe change it to something stranger and weirder, how it was when we did the entire setup. So now you can see that there's kind of a lot of action. And this block right here represents one of the LEDs on the ceiling. So whenever this one lights up, the ceiling corresponds to it. Saves you a lot of programming because it takes the visual and maps it to a color and outputs it as DMX. And then the tubes, let me just move this one right here. Those are the single LED tubes. They're not controlled with DMX. They were controlled with, what was it again? Lumaverse, right?
ArcNet it is.
ArcNet, yes. So right here on the bottom, you can see every single LED. And whenever it pops up, because the graphic behind it pops up, it corresponds right here. Saves a lot of time. So it's not like a classic approach where you take just DMX information to light a channel and a color. We're actually using pictures and graphics to light these up. By the way, these are like the different channels. So the first one is the tube right here. So it goes up and down and changes colors. It's just like a line, it's changing color and it's going on and off. Below it, we have the same graphic, but it's like turning. So it's represented on the ceiling. Maybe you can like pan up a little. So it's like turning through the channels, which is kind of really nice. You can see it represented right here. You can see it in the light. It's just working really nice and fine. For example, right here, we just have a dot that is becoming bigger and bigger. So now the entire room is just like outputting white light and they start blinking. There are a lot of strobe effects, a lot. Like everything is actually strobing because the shorter the light is on, the more flashy it appears. The graphics are freezing, all of the movement is stopped. When I turn it down, it's moving again. Then we got like a tunnel effect. Let me see. So it's now like adding white noise, strobing white noise. So with these buttons, you can add effects that make it usually more hectic. So you can adjust to the music. Everything again is beat synced, but with these you can like the amount, the heaviness of the music you can mimic. And then this matrix right here represents the clips. So I programmed it in a way like the first one is soft, second one is harder, the third one is usually like a break section within a song, and 4 and 5 is usually like the heaviest, the most strobe, the most craziest, so the people can actually dance really wild. Anything else?
No,
I
guess.
I think we got most of the technical stuff, the speakers, the DJ stuff, the lights. It's blinking, like the programming, it takes a little time. Like I was sitting here 2 days just staring at everything and making sure it looks nice. Some lights on, some off. Let me actually show you how the room looks like right now, because the setting is pretty dope. We just need to, like there is a video light here. This one needs to be turned down. Like there's a lot going on. What was your favorite part building this right here?
Adding the tube lights.
Yeah,
especially the one here, because it's kind of like a crowd blinder. If you're standing right in front of it, it just flashes right into your face.
Yeah, that one was like, it added a lot.
Yeah.
I really love this green setting and the cloud ceiling. It looks epic. I just,
It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Like Stranger Things. I think part 2, like the alien big thing. It's like clouds that are trying to kill you. Love it. The only thing I love more is like the sound, but it's really hard to like, there's no way. I mean, I can turn this up now. Yeah, that's super loud. Like it hurts your chest, and like even the LEDs right here, they start shaking so hard you can't really see them anymore. It's just fun. This is a fun room. Next part is we are actually deconstructing the DJ stuff and replace it with my live setup and make the light correspond to the live setup, me playing electronic music live. If you're interested in that, tune in. That's it for today. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments.